females, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders. This is the Ultras Wrestling Podcast, live from Bravery Studios in Garfield, New Jersey. I am Darth Messiah 2.0. I'm the mail boy and the CEO. And in case you did not know, every time that I come, it's time to go. Because your boy don't talk with these hoes. Hold on, the speaker's on in here. The speaker's still on. And on the phone is always the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
Motherfucking Hill, aka the Stanley of podcasting, also known as the man that says fuck the Mr. McMahon group, and now that Stephanie gone and Triple H is back, ain't nothing gonna still be nothing different. Also known as the man who hit a girl and equipped a crossface, have a run to a crossface because Chris Benoit is the man that only lives in my space.
Yo, you know what you should do? You should create a Chris Benoit in Metaverse.
Oh my god.
I ain't really doing my 2K like I have for Destiny, but I got a lot of reference photos, and I'm trying to make the best Chris Benoit I can ever make. But I'm trying to make like the ECW one before the whole, before all that shit happened.
I got you. And on the boards, as always, Mr. J. Kidd.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It's your boy, the franchise in the building, on the ones and twos, giving you that Ultra Heelz wrestling news. Yeah. What's going on, everybody?
It's been an interesting week.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
A lot of things has happened.
Yeah, just getting ready for the holiday at work, stuff like that.
Yeah, summer's coming up.
Yeah, I hate it.
I'm getting this long holiday weekend, so I'm gonna be doing shit besides playing the game and trying not to, kill anybody in my house. It's the usual.
That's the usual, huh?
Yeah, less casualties is usually a good thing, but some beg to differ. Hitler.
I'm trying my best, but everything is a 9 in my book, but still, whatever. We can let that shit go today.
But guys, do you know what's a 10 in our book?
Oh, what's always a 10 is Cheeks of the Week.
Yeah,
the only way to start off the show.
The show now, like we guess we cut off the promos and just look at Cheeks.
Yeah, pretty much. So we got Gigi Dolan returning.
Yeah.
I believe it's number 3 for Gigi Dolan. Debuting Mickie James in her MILF ass.
Hardcore country.
Yeah, hardcore country. And Summer Rae, AKL Danielle Monet. I think that's her real last name, Monet. Yeah.
I think so. But yeah.
Let me tell you something. Gigi Dolan is golf mommy for me. I need that in my life.
Just wait till like Rhea Ripley, swimsuit photos come out.
First of all, Rhea Ripley is golf snoo mommy, and I'm with that. But Gigi Dolan just like, oh my God, I'm into golf girls, but where do I start, Gigi Dolan?
Okay. Okay. Oh, so you need experience for Rhea Ripley. She's like boss level.
Bruh, Rhea Ripley is from Futurama. How do you all die? By snoo. That's Rhea Ripley, and I'm with it. Break my pelvis, and I will enjoy all of it. I see why she's with Buddy Murphy. I think the muscles in his pelvis bone might be the only thing that can keep her, going.
Of course.
Oh, that's too funny. Alrighty.
All right. Well, since we were double booked last week for Ultra Fantasy booking because I made an error the week before, we're going to kick off with the results from Dragon Force from last week, which should have been 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
My calendar's kind of funny.
That's alright.
Yeah, my calendar's kind of funny. So if I can find fucking Instagram. What? All right, so the opening match was Cesaro versus Sheamus in a non-title match, and Cesaro has won 36-12. And next up, we had a promo from Paul Heyman. Ladies and gentlemen, I once again want to apologize for losing the match that will allow one of those scumbags from Warzone to challenge our prestigious world champion. Actually, I'm not sorry. No one on that pissant roster can stand up to our champion anyway. On another note, our women's championship is now vacant. Apparently, winning the title isn't good enough for Sasha Banks, so she's being suspended without pay and stripped of the title. Maybe we should call the GM on the other channel. He likes to put up with silly shit like that. And match 2.
I'm not gonna lie. Before you get started, that sounds like something WWE would publish out as a thing.
That's the way they're going right now.
Yep.
That's the way they're going.
You know, they some bitches. But let's continue.
Match 2, Wardlow versus R-Truth. Honestly, I'm surprised R-Truth got this many votes, but I like to see it. But Wardlow won 35-18.
Since I gave my rebuttal about Wardlow last week, your boy had to go pull it in for R-Truth.
I voted for R-Truth too, just to see what would happen.
National treasure. You gotta vote for him.
Match 3. A #1 contender for the vacant women's championship. Deonna Purrazzo versus Victoria. And Deonna Purrazzo won 32-14.
Got her belt back.
That one gets me every time. In the tag team division, we have Authors of Pain taking on Right to Censor, represented by the Good Father and Val Venus. And the AOP won 30-15.
AOP is still.
And the fact that they were about to get fired like a month ago.
They were.
And now they're the hottest thing on the card.
Dude, something lit up their ass.
I wish this could have happened in WWE like it should have, but whatever.
Yeah.
Word.
Know, right?
And the main event in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And this was a landslide victory for Tommaso Ciampa. Of course. 41-5.
Damn.
Yeah. So he beat that ass all over the arena. Pause.
Emotional
damage. Now, Alex, you're actually supposed to have a pay-per-view this week. So if I send you the results right now, do you still want to do your show today, or you want to hold it off for next week?
I have to probably hold up for next week because if I make it up now, it's going to just be a whole bunch of random shit.
All right.
Okay, so I'll take that one off.
Yeah, that's the one at the end. We'll just skip it.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, I need to just sit down and actually make this pay-per-view kind of right this time.
Ironically, your pay-per-view is double or nothing, so whether you do it this week or next week, it's still seasonally appropriate.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
You're still good.
All right. So, obviously,
The boys.
We the ones.
The bloodline.
the undisputed bloodline, sir. Undisputed bloodline.
That should be. They should rename that to that. The undisputed bloodline. We are the ones.
You the twos, and we the ones.
Y'all the twos.
Usos got the deuces.
Can we just acknowledge the fact that that was probably one of Matt Riddle's best matches in the ring?
And then the promo he cut last night on Raw, I was like, yo, where has this guy been? Like, they just let him be a real person, and that was dope.
That was.
I guess seeing how they've been trying to break them up, and Randy and Matt Riddle been fighting for it. I guess at this point now it's like, well, if you don't believe in Matt Riddle, Randy believes in him, and you believe in Randy, so there's got to be something there.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like how Riddle, just turned out after that loss. Not turned, but directed himself after that loss. He's a solo competitor now.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. In typical WWE fashion, there was no finish for this match.
No.
At 6 o'clock before, 2 hours before the show, they still had no finish. Now, this came from Uncle Dave, so we don't know how true it is, but Uncle Dave reported that somewhere around 2 hours before the show went on the air, they did not have a finish, and Vince finally just said, fuck it, give the Usos both belts.
You heard how live that crowd was?
Yeah.
Shoot,
It was a dope match.
It was. It was really good.
Because
I'm glad
And
we
I'm
got to see it.
still saying that. And look, I'm still saying the same thing. You took the belts off a tag team that is Raw's best working tag team right now, depending on SmackDown's best tag team right now. I was like, so what was the goal all at that? Because the Usos are still going to be good regardless, even if they got both belts. But now you just took the belt from a tag team that you made that Randy has probably put, I think, probably the most effort into being a part of at this point.
Yeah. So the allegedly the original finish was supposed to involve Roman Reigns, but it was going to be, the Usos are fucking up and he's going to save them. It didn't come off that way in the match. So obviously the referee was supposed to catch him, and it was just going to be a DQ. Yeah. But the referee was distracted. It was more of a 50-50 match. It wasn't like they were just getting completely railed.
No, it was an even match.
It was an even match. But in the original plan, it was supposed to be the Usos getting the shit kicked out of him, and Roman's just going to save him. But yeah. Again, it was dope. For what it was dope.
Stipulation though, the promo before this, because they was like, if the Usos gonna win, or they're not gonna go home with belts. They're not even gonna come home.
No. The Usos losing was never an option. Either it was Usos win or it was a DQ. But they were just going back and forth, and Vince just finally said, let them win.
You know Paul Heyman, bro. You know Paul Heyman. He had something to do with it.
Yes. And randomly, Charles Barkley on the NBA telecast, he acknowledged the tribal chief.
Oh yeah, of course.
He said, you want people to respond to you whatever you say. So whether you boo me or cheer me, I'm like Roman Reigns. As long as they acknowledge me, I'm doing my job.
Charles Barkley, that quote was not terrible.
Terrible.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
Not terrible at all. It's not terrible. Thanks, Charles. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You can't get no better than that.
You can't. You really can't.
He acknowledged the tribal chief.
Yeah. Soon the whole world will acknowledge the tribal chief.
Yeah.
They'll acknowledge the bloodline.
But will the great one acknowledge the tribal chief?
Ooh.
In the latest BS news, well, maybe it's BS, maybe it's not.
Maybe it's not.
The Rock has reported that he has no scheduling for the Q1 of 2023. Q1 would be January, February, March. What is that? WrestleMania season. He has no films. He has no TV shows. He has no scheduled appearances for promotions. He is free Q1 2023.
What? The great one. Maybe posting hints. He's been posting hints too. You know, Young Rock.
Acknowledge me.
Oh man.
That's Roman Reigns, soon to be Hall of Famer. Shut your ass up. We got two gonna fight. I don't want to hear none of that talk right now.
Them to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I want this fight so bad.
Word.
Oh man, this fight's gonna be epic. And then a little quick tip: when you did a fusion take, right? You did like a fusion picture between The Rock and Roman Reigns.
No, I found that on Instagram. And it looks like you.
And it looks like me. So I was like, what? That's gonna be me after a year, after I'm pumping iron. Clanging and banging.
Yeah, you gotta get to the gym.
Yo, word.
You gotta eat 15 pancakes at 3 a.m. and then go to the gym. 15 protein pancakes.
I have to. It's the only way.
That's how The Rock does it. And then when you get home, you gotta drink Terramina on ice.
You know I drink my Moa too, like the freaking energy drink.
Oh, you do?
Right when I clang and bang.
Clanging and banging. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be me in a year.
Eli Drake. You remember Eli Drake from Impact?
Yes, I remember Eli Drake.
One of the dopest promos in the game.
Yes.
One of the people who took Ric Flair and made it, 2010.
Ric Flair, more like Ric Flair and The Rock, like together.
Yeah.
Because this guy has that personality.
So NXT renamed him LA Knight. You know, fucking copyright issues. We have to own the name. Yada 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 yada. So he then comes to the main roster, and now what is his name? Max Dupree. Not just Dupree. Dupree.
I wonder if he related to Remain Dupree at this point.
It's spelled differently. They spell it differently.
Oh yeah, because it's
That's so stupid.
P-R-E-E.
Yeah, Rene Dupree is P-R-E-E. His is P-R-U-I. So they are not related. Which is one of the reasons they wanted to change Adam Cole's name, so that way he wouldn't be related to Michael Cole.
Let me tell you something. As long as Adam Cole was on that roster, Michael Cole didn't exist. His name was just Michael. It was called that man Cole.
Now that Adam's not there, now Michael Cole is still relevant. Irrelevant now. Yeah, because we don't know who Michael Cole is.
Side note, yo, I really liked Michael Cole in the coal mine. I was just so obnoxious, and that was probably the best he's ever done.
I miss him being that heel because he was a good heel for a fucking Telecaster guy.
He was just so obnoxious, and I loved it.
Just being heels for JR and King, it was it was amazing. He had to cut it short if he's, the whole Jerry Lawler thing, but yeah.
Also, I found out something. If you have like Jerry Lawler comes out in 2K22, Michael Cole will start referencing and start going back to his way of being in a coal mine and talking shit.
That's dope.
I found that out by accident because I just happened to be playing the game and I was like, "You got face King." I was like, "Oh, cool, I face King." And as soon as he walked out there, he goes, "Yeah, King, the man I beat at WrestleMania that makes me still undefeated." I was like, "Wait a minute, where did this Cole come from? And why is he not in the game all the time now?"
Yep, he's 1-0 at WrestleMania.
I really need Cole to go back to being the heel Cole so we can have Pat McAfee be the babyface on that.
I actually want Pat McAfee to be more heel.
Bruh, if Pat McAfee will be more heel, he got to be in more matches. And I don't think he's going to be in more matches after the whole him and Austin Theory, because I'm not calling that man Theory. Fuck out of here.
Because when he was in NXT and he was fighting Undisputed Era, he was a heel.
Yeah, he was.
And that was dope, what he was doing. Because he takes promos seriously. So he can talk either way. Either he's gonna make you hate him, or you're gonna be hype. Yo, this is hype. I want to see what he does.
The man got mic skills.
Yeah,
I definitely know that. He's
that's why he has a podcast.
Yeah, and his podcast definitely helps. Yo, come over here to the Bravery Studios podcast.
If you don't want your producer all up in the videos, all over the track, come to Bravery Studios. Bravery up.
Word. Thanks, Darth.
I'm not gonna lie. I might start doing that. I might start talking shit about the podcasts like that.
We've been doing it. From the get-go.
What up, Valdor?
I'm not gonna hold niggas over a balcony though, like Vanilla Ice. Don't put niggas in the crawl space and make niggas tap out on camera.
Sheesh. So the ongoing saga of Mercedes Varnado and Trinity Fatu.
Yeah, talk about real names now.
Yeah. Sasha Banks was seen backstage at some concert this week. That was her first public sighting since she's left. We're just gonna say left. We're not gonna say fired or walked out. We're just gonna say left. Or right. It was right to left.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's always makes grammatical. Doesn't make grammatical sense, but
sounds like a manga.
Yeah.
They would make one too.
I'm not gonna lie. This whole shit has just been all over the place, and WWE trying to make themselves seem like they the best people ever. But you done had bigger superstars walk out of your company, and you have never done none of this shit. So why all of a sudden now it's a big thing with these two?
Once again, Uncle Dave chimed in. He says WWE wants to make an example out of them, that no one can walk out in the middle of a live taping.
And that's another thing. I found out that a close person that's friends with them, as you said on Twitter, they didn't walk out on Raw. They walked out before Raw even got started.
It was ahead of time.
Yep.
So how the hell do you walk out of something you wasn't even near at?
But the point is they want to make an example out of them that they will not allow such things to happen. But hey, independent contractor.
Yeah, exactly.
That they
signed anywhere else actually afterwards.
And also, whether it's true or not, obviously the rumor mills are going around that WWE is thinking about enacting the stipulation where they can extend their contract because they're not fulfilling their end of the deal. Like when people get hurt, they can add your injury time onto the end of your contract.
About lease status. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. And come to find out, both of their contracts run out this summer. That was the other thing that came out this past week. Both of them, in between July and August, both of them run out.
I could see them coming back, though. I could see them coming back and they actually get a better spotlight, let's say.
I don't see Sasha coming back right now for a simple fact. This is Sasha's second time doing this?
Second and a half.
Yeah.
Because the other time she was legitimately injured, but she was talking shit as they're around the same time.
Yeah, so I don't really see them bringing her, but Trinity should not be able to be touched, seeing how she's family to the
she's the bloodline. She's married to the bloodline.
So technically she's kind of like untouchable because if the Usos feel type of way and Roman type of way, what's going to happen to your main hitters?
Right.
Yeah, she's going to be chilling with Brandy in a minute.
We're gonna bring what you call it back. We're gonna bring the mixed tag team back again, and they're gonna be like, "Well, Trinity is back." I'm like, "Oh well, what happened to her? Nothing. She just took some time off. That's all they're gonna say, and leave it at that."
Mm-hmm.
She went back to the Funkadactyls.
I don't think Cameron wants to wrestle anymore.
I don't know. After Royal Rumble,
Cameron should wrestle anymore ever.
After Royal
Ever.
Rumble,
You understand me?
Yes, I understand. Ever.
Like, word. I'm like Miss Jackson. Never ever wrestle again. No offense to her and her podcast and her talking about her stuff, but just never step foot in a wrestling ring ever. And thank you.
Valdo was talking about 2K. He said, "I'm gonna have to get the game now. I seen a Rumble where the final four was Joker, Biggie, Inspector Gadget, and Vanilla Ice, and Vanilla Ice won."
Now Vanilla Ice got faced Suge Knight in the game, and we'll see what happens.
And then now he's talking about Sasha and Naomi. He said Sasha will walk away, but she'll be fine. Naomi will be under house arrest soon.
Probably, just like how she was before.
And you know how many memes I've seen about the Usos not having a ride home because Naomi's gone.
That shit. Oh my god, I cried so hard on Twitter. Somebody put a little kid sitting in the corner.
Yes.
And they fucking put her husband's head on there and it said, "Damn, I guess my must have forgot me." I was like, "Oh my god, y'all some assholes, I swear."
I was wondering, like, how does that work now? Because you're married to one of the Usos, who's literally the hottest commodity right now.
Right.
Like, how does this work? Like,
I'm assuming that Jay's doing the driving now.
I guess so, because
or they're on Roman's bus, one or the other.
They don't even have kids yet.
No.
So
No, they both have kids.
they both got kids?
They both got kids.
Oh.
Jimmy's is from his first wife or girlfriend or whatever. They're not Naomi's kids.
I didn't know Naomi had a kid.
Look.
No, she doesn't. His kids are from his previous wife.
Oh, okay.
But Jay's I don't think Jay's married. He's like engaged and they got 3-4 kids.
Look, I can tell you right now, the worst meme I've seen so far is your wife loses her belt, she walk out. I wonder how it's gonna feel when you walk in the house with 2 belts.
Yep. Seen that one. Seen that one.
One belt for you, I'm telling you.
Like, hey, babe, I don't want you to be mad. We won the titles last night. Oh, so you're just gonna close the door? Damn. Well, I guess this good couch is gonna be me and friends for a while.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me and my 2 titles on the couch.
On the couch. 3-some.
Like,
Right back decided to peek his head up. and talk about the
God.
situation. He said, hearing rumors from sources at WWE that Sasha and Naomi actually walked in on Vince McMahon naked with wrist and ankle Velcro straps to the wall and a penis pump being maxed out held by Nick Khan, with Abyss reading the show out loud. Let's just wait for more details, for fuck's sake.
Bruh, Ryback, now he wonder why the world hates him.
Well,
I'm not
right?
out.
a independent source, I forgot what site this was. Apparently, WWE has been contacting Ryback for several months now, they want to retain the copyright for the name Ryback. He won't deal with them. B, they're trying to get him to shut up because he keeps saying shit like this about Vince.
Yep.
So they're trying to pay him off to shut him up, and he's not taking the money.
Ryback is he's just out there, man. He's just out there reckoning on Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon's like telling, it's just like I don't know, trying to penny pinch his name, but he's just, I don't know, man. I don't know who's right in here.
We're definitely not Ryback.
Not Ryback.
Not Ryback.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, who am I voting for most in this?
But you know what? Because of all the bullshit that's happening on the internet between the websites that don't do good research and just fans with horrible opinions that want to take, the bad information and take it as fact, I want this to be a work now. I want them to show up at like fucking SummerSlam. Naomi joins the Bloodline. Sasha, I don't know, she comes out and just attacks somebody. I want this to be a work now.
Yeah.
I believe it's legit, but now I just want it to be a work because so many people just have so many bad opinions on what's going on.
But I told you last week, this might be a work. This might be a work. So, who knows?
Who knows?
We skipped over one.
Yeah, we skipped over the best part of Monday Night Raw is now the Cody clock.
Yes. The clock is now ticking.
The clock is ticking. Every week now we have the Cody clock, and it counts down to 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So at 10 o'clock, Cody will be on your screen. That is the Cody hour.
The Cody hour. I love it. This is it gives you the time to know when the American Nightmare is going to wrestle.
Right. Or cut a promo. Last week was a promo.
Or do promo. Yeah. Man.
They did it a little late this week because it said 1:45, so that was like 15 minutes into the show. Last week, they did it. That was the first thing before the opening promo. They showed you the Cody clock, so it said 1 hour and like 57 minutes. It was the first thing on the show.
First of all, they took the shit so far that I was on Twitter and I saw it said Cody clock in 1 hour. I said, y'all not playing with the damn Cody.
This week on Twitter they kept going, but on TV I think they only did it twice.
That's dope. Cody had to handle a lot of this thing. Right?
I wouldn't put it past him because now that he's stepped down from management, he has management experience and knows what to expect and how to create a star.
I feel like at this point right now, if Cody doesn't get to the way that he wants in WWE, I feel like WWE is going to do like they do with every other wrestler that can do great in the ring, but they don't want to give him a chance. He's going to be in the back, and he's going to have a role somewhere. He probably end up taking his father's role. Because I ain't going to lie, I can see them pushing Cody to NXT.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, because
we don't have William Regal. We don't have any of the guys that was there before. Why not push Cody? He knows what his dad was doing before NXT got started, when he passed NXT, and what NXT will probably need. And also him, with the whole thing with him and Triple H, him, breaking his chair AEW.
Hold on, before you go too far, what if, this is a big what if. What if Cody took Triple H's position?
That would be a big what if. That is a big what if. Would it be a slap to the face or a proud of honor?
Probably honor.
Oh, okay.
Because, you left, you became a pseudo-executive, you come back, and now you build your way to what you were in the other company just because it was handed to you.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I wouldn't mind seeing Cody in NXT running things. And he brings it back to the old black and yellow or black and gold.
Well, it doesn't even have to. Well, I get y'all don't like the logo. It doesn't bother me. I don't like it, but it doesn't bother me.
If you Americanize it or something like that, I don't know. If he did something cool for it,
Yeah.
You know what's funny? It's funny. I don't want to do anything with the logo. The yellow and black logo with Triple H's thing. We all know it was a good thing for us because, that's what we love. That's what made us start watching NXT more than the main roster because, it was giving us better shows.
Mm-hmm.
I just like Cody from a production standpoint of being AEW and knowing how to work a show, how to do things, and actually be more professional. I feel like some of these storylines over there, now that people are gone, I feel like he might can reach in there and try to fix some of them without having to really be seen on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess, I can really see him in a leadership role so he can actually try to help some people out instead of him being the old Cody where he felt like, he deserved everything. At this point now, he knows he can get everything, but why not help the other guys like he did at AEW when he was losing to all these guys that was no names to people, but he was making them look good.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Malachi Black.
And AEW, that's I think a ghost pushed my headphone out my ear. I think he didn't want me to talk good about Cody no more, so I'm gonna stop.
Well, does anybody talk good about Crown Jewel? Well, hold on. Remember last year's Crown Jewel was fucking amazing?
It was.
That was the best Saudi show ever. And that might have even been the best pay-per-view last year after WrestleMania.
Yeah. Fucking still here to this day.
Yeah, so they've announced this year's Saudi Arabia show, which is early November. But I came across an interesting fact about the editing of WWE content in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, for Saudi Arabia shows, WWE has to adhere to country customs and yada, yada, yada. The women have to be covered. People with certain tattoos, like when Aleister Black was on, he couldn't go because it represented something that they're against, yada, yada, yada. So, obviously, Sami Zayn never goes because he's Syrian. And there's a big, beef between, the
Syrian
and yeah.
Saudi, yeah.
Sami Zayn is edited out of shows.
He's gonna say
I never knew that.
Conspiracy, then.
And Sami Zayn is edited out of shows in Saudi Arabia. Just regular Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-view, he's edited out. You never see those segments.
Yeah, right now he's acknowledging the tribal chief. But
Yeah, around the Bloodline shirt on, looking like Owen Hart when he joined the Nation.
enough is enough. It's time for a change.
That is the perfect comparison. I forgot about that.
Right. As soon as I see him with the shirt and Shinsuke talking to him that night, I said, "Oh my God, he's Owen Hart in the what you call it? Oh my God!" Ooh, so we just gonna do this WWE? I'll let you have this one.
Yeah.
I'll let you have this one.
While
You can get it.
AEW is having a tournament for the man, come on, man. Wow. WWE nonstop.
Yeah.
Nonstop subliminals.
So before we went on the air, we were talking about actually, Alex said in his intro, Stephanie is now stepping away, and Triple H has come back.
Ooh, the game.
Stephanie is taking time away. What is the exact report? What led to her decision to take time away was the rough health of her husband and other family issues. Now, first of all, we just report Triple H is returning, so it's not like she's home taking care of him, and they're fucking millionaires. I don't think she needed to be home every fucking day. But yeah, she's taking time away. She also broke her ankle. So she posted that on Instagram last week. She broke her ankle.
How did you do that?
I don't know. I don't know how she broke. She was asking how she broke her ankle. I don't know. She didn't say, but there's a picture of her working out in a boot, and it says, "I broke my ankle. At least I'm off of crutches now." So obviously she broke it a few weeks ago if she's off crutches, but she's still in a cast.
Well,
But
hopefully you feel better.
Triple H has returned, and he has stated drastically different duties than before. He has not said what his new title is what his new job description is, but it just says drastically different duties.
Bizarre.
Right. Also, Nick Khan will be taking over some of Stephanie McMahon's duties.
Yeah, that's what I said when I first read it. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. That would probably be the global brand perspective of her job as chief brand officer, because obviously his big thing is creating relationships with other companies, around the world. Also, Stephanie's staff has been let go. The people that report directly to her have been let go from Titan Tower. Titan Sports. That's the non-wrestling portion of the company. Titan Sports.
That's the name weird now. Titan Sport.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still called Titan Sports, even though wrestling's not a sport to them. It's still called Titan Sports.
Put your hand in everything.
Yeah.
So Nick Khan is taking charge.
Yeah, and firing people in the office.
Hey, you know what, dude? I don't think you're working out, but I'll take your spot. Don't worry about it. We'll figure out something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
In a positive bit of news coming from one of the evilest people in wrestling, Maxwell Jacob Freeman came to the aid on Twitter of what's his name? Nash Carter, that got of MSK, formerly of the Rascals, on Twitter. Because, he got fired for, he said some anti-Jewish shit on years ago or whatever. So
that also his girlfriend at the time posted a video saying this is what you want to represent your company, a guy that abused women.
Yeah, that too. Yep. So, on the grounds of the anti-Jewish statement, MJF said, "I live with this man. He's not an anti-Semite. Stop virtual signaling and let the man do his job."
I'm not gonna lie. At this point, if you can go back to somebody's social media 8, 9, 10 months from now, a year from now, and you can pull up something that they said and then use that against them, why not do that from the start before you start hiring these people?
Because it doesn't matter when you're a nobody. When you become famous, everybody wants to tear you down.
But that's just it. That is it. I even read online now that like some companies change their policy for social media, so they got to look at social media, and they won't hire you if you talk bad about previous jobs. And I'm like, okay, that sounds okay, but WWE is a big company. They know that their wrestlers are going to say some off the wall shit before they even get there, even if they don't work there now or they worked there in the past. Why not make that a normal thing and just look at people's shit and figure out, okay, this person is really kind of mouthy about previous wrestling relationship with people. Maybe we should talk to them about this before even signing them. Don't sign them. Let them sell you. Don't sign them. Let them sell merch for you, make you money, and then all of a sudden you find out they did some off the wall shit. You go, you know what? We don't need you. You could have stopped that from ahead of time. Now you just wasted a little bit of money and time, and now you're still gonna look like the bad guy because you still allow this person to be in your company to do this shit. It just looked bad in their part still at the end of the day.
Honestly, I feel like
I'm positive about other shit today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel
you said you had a good week.
That's what
I did. I'll tell you about that later. That's something after the show that deals with my OnlyFans. So,
okay.
I got you.
Honestly, to piggyback on what you said, honestly, I feel like it should be on the company. Well, wrestling, even like baseball, football, any sort of where you're bringing somebody that has nothing, you're bringing them into your company, you're making them this global superstar. It should be your job, your company's social media, or whatever, PR department to go through this person's social media and see what's on it and then tell them to delete shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, hey, bro, you said something about gay people about 14 years ago, and we don't want nobody to go bring that up. So maybe we should go back and, get rid of this now before you even come here, so we don't have an issue with you down the road.
Yeah.
So, like,
Exactly.
you wait until motherfuckers get there, do all this shit for you, talk about how great the company is and all that shit, and then boom, something like this happens, and then you go, oh yeah, well, this happens. Yeah, now we gotta let you go because we didn't know you did this. Wait, you didn't know. You're a $1 billion company. I know you got people checking out social media, especially if you stop people from streaming and using other services, I know you got people out there looking to find this shit out.
Mm-hmm. Or in some cases, maybe the whatever celebrity you are, just go back and fucking delete your shit from when you were not famous.
Exactly.
You know, like Kevin Hart, where he said something about, he said a little gay joke about some shit, and they went back. What was that? 10 years?
Yeah, it was like 2009.
Yeah, and then wanted him to apologize for something he already apologized to. Like,
they skipped over to the tweet where he apologized for it. They just went to the one where he said what it was.
Like, apologize.
Yeah, skip the apology. Hey, fuck that. You can apologize all you want, but we want you to apologize again. No. The fuck I look like? I already done that. That's stupid.
Yeah. So ringside news, they were getting spicy.
Very spicy.
They were getting very spicy.
Like spicy.
Bring in the spice.
And now this fucking link's not working. Come on.
No. Turn to spice. I need some Macho Man.
You talking about the network? I'm sorry, we're not talking about the same thing.
I was quoting Macho Man. We need some Macho Man bits.
Talking about the Spice Network.
Oh, you taking it back.
Hey, man. Sometimes you got to relive the glory days before, you know, the internet was big and a better thing.
We had his little cable box with a knob.
Oh, yeah.
Word.
Scrambling channels. All you hear is, yeah, thank you, Daddy. You're like, I don't know what I'm seeing, but I think I saw a kitty.
All right, I got it. Ringside News was getting very spicy with people talking about Tony Khan buying out another wrestling website.
What website is this?
I forgot which website he bought, but basically he bought them so he can get his ego stroked by, you know, the internet, because apparently everybody talks about bad shit he does. He doesn't want to hear the bad shit. He only wants to hear about the good shit. So Ringside News got on Twitter. So officially, Ringside News is the biggest, most independently owned wrestling website in the world. Yeah, the other site sold out. We got offered over $2 million this year. Fuck that. You all stuck by us forever. Fuck you. You will never get it, Tony Khan. Imagine being a normal wrestling fan and someone asking for your account. Like, get over it. I mean, I don't have a price and I never will. Seriously, I turned down $2 million fucking dollars to make sure you guys get good wrestling news. Wrestling Inc. That's who it is. They sold out.
Wow.
You know what? I'm not mad. I'm happy you sticking up for your morals. Me being a content creator and a normal guy that doesn't make that kind of bread, $2 million would just have me start up a different version of the same exact shit.
I get it, because obviously Tony Khan got them to suck his dick, but I don't know that I can do that as a full-time job, just suck someone's ass.
I was about to say, you sure? Because people work for WWE for minutes. That's all they do.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Nobody will stand up and say this is a problem.
Yeah.
For going on, Ringside News also put, I don't believe I'm put. This is like a fake quote. Tony Khan saying to himself, I don't believe I'm putting a woman's title on a dude with a dick bigger than Noah's Ark. That's a quote about Jade Cargill.
There's a dick.
They apparently in this quote.
Does she have a daughter?
Apparently in this quote, they're calling Jade Cargill a transsexual.
You know what's funny? There was some dude that said the same thing in a Facebook wrestling group I'm part of. And when I say that Facebook page has 14.7K of people, and on his ass so much that man deleted his comment and deleted himself out of the group. I did not feel bad not one bit. I said, that's what his dumb ass did. Why would you call her a man? And you look like a chick. You built like a chick with 2 double D's. I'm confused at what's happening here.
Right.
Look, that was my comment.
Also, it got deleted, but Ringside News posted a video of Excalibur from, you want to talk about celebrities doing dumb shit before they got famous. It's a video of Excalibur acting mentally disabled in front of a crowd in the early 2000s.
Wow.
So he was Eugene after Eugene?
Basically, yeah. But the point is now Tony Khan has put this person on his television, and there's a video of this guy doing this.
So he never looked up the research.
Yeah, we're back to the same point we just made in the last segment.
Exactly.
At this point right now, I feel like if you're a wrestling fan or you're a wrestler and you are trying to make it big, there's a lot of things you should not do. And if you did do it, it should not be something that's, I don't know, televised or recorded. So you don't have evidence of that shit happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know me being me, if I was a wrestler, there'd be a lot of things that I would not probably try to do. People probably would say I've done it because they was around me, but none of y'all would never know. Nobody would never know. Let me just be honest. None of y'all would know. I would die taking that shit to the grave before any of y'all ever knew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. I'm really being too nice today. Fuck everybody.
Yeah, you are. This is weird.
I think it's because my back hurt right now, and I'm just trying to be nice. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay.
Put some Henny in you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
real,
that's
we got
actually
something in
what
here.
actually doing. Wow, are you in my house? Why are you watching me, bro?
Double or Nothing, the biggest show of the year for all elite wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually like looking forward to this.
You know what? That's weird because I feel there's not as big of a buildup beyond Punk and Hangman.
I know, but that's the sad thing is, I think that's why I'm looking forward to it. There's not much of a buildup, so I want to see how well is this going to do.
All right. Here's some of the undercard. You got House of Black versus Death Triangle. You've got Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb for the women's title. You've in the women's final of the Owen Cup tournament, you got Toni Storm or Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho or Chris Statlander. On the men's side of the tournament, Adam Cole will take on Kyle O'Reilly or Samoa Joe, depending on who wins tomorrow night.
I'm hoping it's Samoa Joe because we kind of need that match.
Yep.
Yeah. In the TBS Championship, Jade Cargill's taking on Anna Jay. The pre-show match will be Hookhausen, Danhausen and Hook, versus
I love that team.
versus Tony Nese and Mark Sterling.
That's the most exciting match right now, besides Punk and Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna go on.
Now, some of the bigger matches, MJF versus Wardlow. I forgot about that. That I want to see.
Me too.
I just want to see Wardlow rail, MJF.
Bruh. First of all, meat slapping meat, and you saying pause at rail?
Right?
That should be an unpausable moment right there. We already talked about these big guys slapping meat against each other. That already sounds like some shit you can only pay a subscription fee for.
But they've done this build up right where you're just making Wardlow go through so much. He's gone through so much to not even get sniff, actually getting his hands on MJF.
And finally, he gets his hands.
And now he's going to get his hands on MJF after the cage match tomorrow night.
Yeah, right.
Where MJF is the special guest referee. So they're going to be in the ring and Wardlow won't be handcuffed. And he's got to make it through that match without touching MJF. Because that's the stipulation. He can't touch MJF or he won't get the match.
I gotta say, man, MJF is pulling off the more heelism than Miz these recent weeks. Because this guy has been pulling off all the stops for him not to get touched by Wardlow.
Yep.
This guy's pulling all the heel moves.
He was talking about the fact that MJF mom is still probably the best thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she loves posting shit about, he didn't say happy Mother's Day to me. What an asshole.
I was like, bruh, I don't know why I like his mom. Like, his mom reminds me of, remember when Zack Ryder dad showed up to all the shows and he was like, I was just, I ain't gonna lie. When they show Zack Ryder's father in the crowd, I was like, I wonder what he's gonna do today. I just want to see him in the ring one time. Now I'm just kind of seeing her and I'm like, I like her post. I actually like what she's doing. And I kind of really want them to like acknowledge that a little bit more. To make him be more of an asshole.
Yep. We got the Young Bucks versus the Hardys, and I don't care.
You might not.
You know what's funny? I don't care also, but at the same time,
You might
I
not.
kind of want to see this after watching the Jeff Hardy and Darby Allin little match where, Darby almost killed himself with that swan time on top of the
That shit was
ladder.
crazy.
Both Hardys are so broken down. It's like
They're broken.
physically destroyed to the point it was like I just go home. I don't want to see wrestle anymore. It's sad to watch, and to me the Young Bucks have been less interesting than ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. The match really doesn't. I mean the idea of the match is great, but what we're gonna get just isn't doing anything for me right now.
This was
I really think that the Hardy Boys had come to the realization that they are gonna always be a household name, no matter what. So I don't think they really care as much. But WWE was like, "We don't give a fuck how old you is. You gonna do a swan time, you gonna do a leg drop, and y'all motherfuckers gonna make us some money." AEW, I think they're just like, "Hey, look, man, we're just here to have a good time until we're finally done with wrestling. At this point now, we don't care about what's happening anymore. We just want to wrestle. That's it."
Last week, Jeff Hardy's match against Adam Cole, he was wearing a back brace. When he takes his shirt off to do the swanton, he's wearing a back brace.
Yeah, something
Come
WWE
on
was going to do. WWE was going to do. They was going to stick him with some kind of drug and be like, "Now go out there and perform, boy."
But if you fail the drug test, then we got to fire you.
Yeah.
For the tag teams championship, I pray to God the Dinosaur and Jungle Boy lose because they've been so boring, and Christian Cage is doing his best to save them, but it's not helping. You got Swerve and Lee, and then you got Starks and Hobbs. So one of the black people better win. It doesn't matter which one, just as long as the black people win. That's how I'm gonna put it.
I really hope Keith Lee and Swerve wins. So, but I think it might go directly to Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. I'm not sure, but they definitely needed Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland.
Yeah,
they need it.
Yeah,
because they're having this big pop right now in the tag team division that they just need the titles on.
Right. Yeah.
Have you seen their shirt logo? It looks like the old
Keenan and Kel.
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty dope.
I really need that shirt because I was like, I feel like these two are the epitome of the 90s version of what we kind of need in WWE that we know we probably never was going to get.
Yeah. And last week we talked about the JAPS, Jericho Appreciation Society, against LAX and CBB. No, BCC. Yeah, BCC.
But CC, what the hell?
Just not BBC. That's something totally different.
Hey man, look, what did the beautiful answer called? What'd you call it now?
BBB.
Yeah, BBB. Big back and forth.
that was Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, Apollo Crews, and Titus.
Yeah, BBC. Big back and forth.
And the main event, CM Punk versus the depressed millennial cowboy.
Oh my God, I thought the only person saying that about him.
Depressed millennial cowboy. So, or are you gonna do some shit where this is like Hangman's big turn where he turns heel?
I hope it is. Right now,
that's all I'm feeling right now.
Belt just fucking boring. I don't understand. Like, I wanted to see him win. Great, got that. Now it's just like you won, and now I'm tired of seeing you already again.
Very tired of seeing you now.
Yeah.
Now I get you. Like what? 2 months ago we were doing this. And I was like, he's okay as a champ. No, he's been boring.
Yeah.
And I see
depressed millennial cowboy.
I see what you guys mean. Just give the fucking belt to Punk already. Like, just give it to him.
Just put it on Punk.
Just give it to him.
Like
don't even
give it to
for it. Just
give it to Punk and give it to Punk, and Punk gonna drop a good ass promo. Punk is gonna wrestle whoever the fuck you want him to wrestle. Just let it. But having this motherfucker as the champion sounds great, and anybody can fight me literally for this. I'm getting bored of seeing him literally on TV now. I feel like the whole thing with the what the hell is the crew name again before Jericho
With the
left?
Dark-
What's their name again?
Inner Circle.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like it's in a circle just with one man. Like, I'm tired of seeing you come out. Like, it was cool when you was coming out with the Dark Order because, get Dark Order something to do because, we don't have Brody Lee. It's great, they gave them something, but now you're not really doing anything with them. You are kind of bored as shit.
I agree.
I never thought that Hangman Adam Page would bore the shit out of me as champion. Honestly.
Bro, I went old school, started watching some old shit when he was in the Bullet Club, when he hardly did any talking, and I was like, I kind of miss this version of him.
That's what I missed too, because that's what I thought we were gonna get, just less talky, more action.
No,
Shit,
but
right.
they made him the guy 2 years ago. It was the plan the whole time to the whole thing where he turned, where he teamed up with Kenny. Kenny turned on him, and then he wins the belt. They planned that 2 years ago, and they did nothing to prepare Adam Page to be the guy. It was planned from the time AEW started. He was going to be the champion down the line. We're going to break up the Elite. He's going to be the guy, and he's not the guy.
He's not.
He
He's not.
It was
became
just
the
a plan.
guy
That's all. It
for
was
a
just a
moment.
plan.
Became the flop. That's what it is. Because he's not exciting. He's not
Remember,
exciting
he
as
was
a
in the first
champion.
world title match. It was him versus Chris Jericho in the very first title match. And even at that time, I said, Adam Page is not ready to be a world champion. They've done nothing to build him, to make him feel important. It's just, oh yeah, he's the little brother of all the EVPs. That's all it was.
Yeah.
What?
And it came to show that every week, like, he just doesn't do anything interesting. Like, he just comes here and talk, and he's a little millennial anger and all that shit. I can't. At least Punk has something to say every freaking week.
Yep.
Punk shows up every week ready to fight whoever the hell they put in his way. He don't get on social media and talk shit about nobody. He just dare to just do something that he missed doing. And I'm happy for him. Adam Cole even does it now. Adam Cole done lost how many matches so far?
Basically everything except his match against Jay Lethal, who Jay Lethal still not won a match on TV. Go ahead.
And still at the end of the day, it's still more entertaining. It's fucking sad.
Yeah.
It is sad.
All right, let's run through Warzone.
Yeah.
And let's get out of here after that. Last week was our May pay-per-view, No Surrender. We kicked off the night with the TNA Women's World Championship match. It was a triple threat ultimate submission. Asuka, the champion, taking on Jordan Grace and Nikita Lyons. And god damn it, I was expecting Nikita Lyons to win, but Asuka won. Asuka won with 31 votes, Jordan Grace 4, and Nikita Lyons 12. Then Shane McMahon came out to cut a promo. Before tonight's actions get too far, I would like to wish these individuals the best in their future endeavors. So we are firing SCU, we're firing Rachel Ellerling, Nyla Rose, Alberto El Patron, and PCO. And I did PCO dirty. They never even appeared. They never even appeared. Also, the results for the Openweight Pure Rules tournament. Bryan Danielson, 7-0. Walter, 5 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. Adam Cole, 5 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. The rest of the results aren't really important because we're at the finals now. So, being that we have a tie for second place, Walter and Adam Cole will face each other, and the winner will then face Daniel Bryanson in tonight's main event for the MLW Openweight Championship. Now, here's a fun fact. Walter and Adam Cole, their only loss were to Daniel Bryan. Their only tie was against each other. So that's a pretty good parity in that tournament. So, match 2, Walter versus Adam Cole. And Walter won in a close one, 26-22. Match 3, we have, this was really close. Red Dragon taking on the New Day, represented by Big E and Xavier Woods. 23-21, Red Dragon. Match 4, Tenel Dashwood taking on Piper Niven, and Tenel Dashwood won 24-18. And for the WWF #1 contender to go over to Dragon Force and take on Cesaro, Finn Balor has defeated MJF 28-17. What did you say?
No offense, that's like a really good match I really want to see.
Finn Balor, yeah, MJF, yep. So after the match, Paul Heyman walked out, and he just kind of laughed because he doesn't think Finn Balor can beat Cesaro, and we will find out when the match happens. For the AEW Tag Team Championships, the Brotherhood, in a shocking upset, has defeated the Usos. Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes are the new AEW Tag Team Champions, defeating the Usos 25-20. And our main event, Daniel Bryan taking on Walter, who won the previous match against Adam Cole. Daniel Bryan is the new MLW Openweight Champion, Bryan Danielson. And that was No Surrender. So we crowned 2 new champions. What a show. What a show this has been. Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast every week, Tuesday. And for those of you that don't watch, and you're listening to this on Spotify, iTunes, yada, 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 you need to watch so you can see the cheeks.
Yes.
You must watch the cheeks. You can cut back over to audio only, but you got to see the cheeks. Give us that view.
You got cheeks. Talk about it.
I've been Darth Messiah 2.0, and you, sir?
Alex.
Good night, J Kid.
Good night to all. Good night.
Peace.
Peace.